Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, underneath the banner and the standards of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright, what you see on the screen is video that GMS Maccabean Spirit did. Okay, and I'm just going to use a small snippet from this beautiful video that the elder Malcolm did. All right, and it's of this Edomite man that well, let's just go into it, man. All right.
It's politically correct now to vilify white people. That's okay. You can say anything negative you want about white people, and that's okay, and it's justified. But heaven forbid we say anything white people against anybody else. So,
all right. So just because he made that comment, man, you know, and hey, this devil is insane, maniacal, psychotic. He's all forms of devilishment, man. Okay. For years, they have so-called defamed, villainized, demonized the so-called 12 tribes for years. Okay, and now that the great millstone, which is Yahweh Shai, is upon them, man, they're getting grinded into powder, man. They falling to pieces. All right, and you know, let me get that real quick, because what you see now is this: all nations are now starting to do what the scriptures say. Maybe that's how you spell it. It's Habakkuk 2 and 6. It says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, saying, Woe to him that increases which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with the clay." Okay? And that's talking about the so-called white man. Okay? Every nation has a taunting proverb for you now, man. Okay? So that's why we villainizing you, because the Spirit of the Lord is upon every nation to start doing this to you, because you have did this countless times throughout history, man. All right, and it even got you down to the T where it says increases that which is not his, and we're gonna get into that a little bit later into the lesson. You know, to him that ladeth himself with the clay. Okay, your debt system. All right, and your economy, how it's going, man. So this is calling you out. The Lord called you out from the beginning, you so-called devils, man, which is the so-called white man, which is the nation of Edom, okay? And not a so-called devil, the devil that the Bible speaks of, Salaki, all right? So let's get this. This is Psalms 58 and 3. It says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That poison is like the poison of a serpent." Okay, they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of the charmers, charming never so wisely. Okay, and this is what the Lord is doing. Is Psalms 58:6, break their teeth, O God, in their mouth, break out their great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. Okay, so their power is draining from them, man. They have no more power in speech. The bite is gone from their smooth words, man. Okay, and they are poisonous. Every word that they speak on to you is not for your help, man. It's always to your hurt. Okay, because their words are smooth as butter or oil, salaki. All right, but war was in his heart, man. Always, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, from the scripture. But yeah, man, this is what's happening. This is what's going down with you so-called devils. And this devil, he feels the pressure. Look at him. He feels it. Look up the word villainize, okay? To speak ill of, disparage, and vilify, okay? And you are the villain, okay? And let's read this, all right? The Trail of Tears, all right? Since you like to, like I said, in this, like I said, increases that which is not his, okay? Woe to him that increases that which is not his. Alright, let's read this. The Trail of Tears was a series of forced relocations of Native Americans from their ancestral homelands in the southeastern United States. Okay, and there go the picture right there. To areas to the west, usually west of the Mississippi River. Okay, so you had to go across the Mississippi River that had been designated as Indian Territory. The forced relocation were carried out by government authorities following the passage of the Indian Removal Act in 1830. Okay, and there you have it. The Indian Removal Act was signed by President Andrew Jackson on May 28, 1830. The law authorized the president to negotiate with southern Native American tribes for their removal to federal territories west of the Mississippi River in exchange for the lands that the act was signed by Jackson. Okay, and so on and so forth. All right, because that's easily found here, Wikipedia, other avenues on the internet. Okay, you can find that. The relocated people suffer from exposure, disease, starvation. Okay, why? Because the villain wanted to move them. All right, while en route to their new designated reserves, and many died before reaching their destinations. Okay, something that a devil would do, man. A complete villain. All right. And to sum it all up, this is what brought it on: the Cherokee Removal Act. In 1838, the last forced removal east of the Mississippi was brought on by the discovery of gold near Doholigan, Dahalagan, lucky if I'm saying it wrong, Dahlonega, Georgia, in 1828, resulting in the Georgia Gold Rush. Okay. And this is why the white man moves and wanted that land, man, because he wanted the resource on it. All right, and it probably was more than this. This is just an approximate number of Indians relocated. Okay. At the end of the day, we know that the devil did it, and he's not sorry for it. Okay. It's Micah 2:1. Okay, it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it's in their power of their hands." And that's what that act was. Okay. And they coveted fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man in his heritage, even a man in his heritage. Okay. Salaki brothers. Let's read on. Micah 2 and 3. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people. How have he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields. Therefore thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord. Alright, and that's what happened to our people. Alright. After that, the Trelatives, they divided up the land, and they put us in derision even more, which is tribes, okay, with the Trelatives. Alright. But that goes back to where's it at? Slaki. Habakkuk 2 and 6. Alright. That's what they did. Oppressed a man in his house and even a man in his heritage. They moved them. Alright. So look at why we should vilify the so-called white man. Okay. And this is from Understanding the Slavery Initiative. Okay. Supporting the teaching and learning of transatlantic histories and legacies. Alright. It says, a Negro hung alive by the ribs to a gallows. A Negro hung alive by the ribs to the gallows. This engraving shows a man brutally hung while still alive by a hook through his body. The print was used in John Gabriel Stedman's narrative of 5 years expeditions against the revolted Negroes of Suriname. Stedman was hired by the Dutch, okay, to help quell slave uprisings in the South American colony of Suriname. In his account, he described the plants and animals he encountered, as well as how runaway slaves who had been recaptured were tortured. Okay, and the Dutch are so-called Edomites also. All right, not so-called, but are Edomites, the so-called white men. All right. The image depicts what would happen after major rebellion by the enslaved against inhumane conditions. Many of the images used to Stedman's accounts, okay, Salaki, were developed from his sketches by the poet artist William Blake. The graphic depiction of a slave hanging by a single rib while still alive illustrates the extreme cruelty in the treatment of enslaved Africans in the Americas. This engraving became one of the most widely reproduced pieces of all anti-slavery art. And he wasn't African, more than likely he was an Israelite, okay? Salaki. But yeah, who did that? Okay, look, hooked through the rib. The so-called villain, which is the so-called white man. He did that, okay? Let's get Zechariah 11 and 5. I'll start at 4. It says, thus said the Lord, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, which is the Israelites, okay? 12 tribes of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not, okay? And that's kind of what this white devil was saying at the beginning, man. He's trying to justify also in the Brothers Malcolm video, that black people sold other black people into slavery, or Africans into slavery, which, you know, when you do the history, it was Hamites selling Israelites into slavery for trinkets and such, man, just like it says in Joel, the 3rd chapter, okay? So, yeah, we're going to villainize you because the Lord has put forth the spirit to villainize you, okay? And that's what Habakkuk 2 and 6 is showing, man. All right? So with that, I'm going to say, Kala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar, Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone. And brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.